Hey, it's John Michael here. Now, I would like to show you one of my insider tricks here. Okay, one of my autoresponders that I'm using is Aweber. Now, Aweber is a great autoresponder, has great deliverability. It's very friendly for the business opportunity niche, okay, work at home and all this stuff. Of course, we're not talking about spamming and nonsense. We're talking about good emails. But, they are friendly with affiliate marketing, all of that. But they're kind of a little bit restricted in many things. So there is one tool called AW Pro Tools, and I got a link to it right below this video. And this tool does a lot of amazing things. Now, one of the ways I use it, which is really effective, is to build a list of my clickers. Now, let me just take you to my autoresponder here. All right, so here we can see the amount of people who open up the email, okay, and the amount of people who click. Now, these are not real numbers because I'm using AW Pro Tools, and what I'm going to show you how I'm using it and what it does. Essentially, I'm building another list of my clickers. Now, people who click on my links are my most active subscribers. So I want to separate those subscribers, and I'll tell you why. All right, now, when you're emailing your list, if you mail your clickers, that will have a very nice open rate, very nice click-through rate on your links, and that's fantastic. Aweber is going to love you. Every autoresponder is going to love you. And also that will help you get your emails a lot better inboxed, okay, as opposed to landing in the spam folder, because the different mailing servers, they can see that people are opening your emails, so they must be good. So you've got much higher chances by mailing your clickers of landing in the inbox as opposed to the spam folder. So what I'm doing here is I am sending now a broadcast, let's say, to all this list, and I am filtering the clickers that I'm adding to another list. So when they are clickers, I'm removing them from the main list and I'm adding them to another list. Now, this other list of clickers is the list I'm mailing more often to increase my open rates and my click-through rates. All right. Now, this list of clickers, then, which is your juice of your list, your most active subscribers, you can export them from Aweber, and you can import them, let's say, into GetResponse and mail them from GetResponse, because you don't want to mail more than once a day from one autoresponder. Okay, it's not good practice. The autoresponder is not really going to like it, and your subscribers are not going to like it. Okay, but if you mail them from another autoresponder, okay, a second time if you need to, that's not jeopardizing at all your autoresponder or your inboxing, or your subscribers, or all of that. Okay, so you could be mailing, let's say, from a different domain, a different domain and a different email address. Okay, you don't want to mix the two autoresponders. Ideally, that is better to kind of separate them. So when something is not working well, and when you're not inboxing well and you're ending up in the spam folder, where's the fault at, okay, and what do you need to change. So filtering your subscribers and collecting your clickers is powerful, really powerful. You should always be doing this. So I'm going to show you how I do this. Okay, so all you need to do is you come here where it says create an automation. Okay, you link your Aweber account with AW Pro Tools. And there's a lot of things that you can do. You can trigger automations on I'm going to use a smart link, but you can trigger this automation when the subscriber visits a specific page, or when the subscriber opts into a list. You can redirect to a thank you page and segment the subscriber. Trigger the automation when the subscriber opens a message. You can filter the openers, but I'm more interested about the clickers. If people open my emails but they don't click on my links, I'm not interested about them. I'm interested when people are clicking on my links. Okay, so they're seeing what I have to offer. Another automation, Zapier, you can link it with Zap. trigger this automation when a subscriber reaches a specific second while watching a video. So you can say this is going to happen, bring them to this list if they watched, I don't know, the first 3 minutes of my video, for example. If they purchase something from JVZoo, this is something else, again, that I'm using, which is really, really powerful. You have an automation when somebody buys something, even if you are a vendor or even if you're an affiliate, you can add them to a buyer's list. Now, buyer's list is huge. That's all your money there. Okay, having a buyer's list. And even if you don't have product, you can still build a buyer's list with this tool. Okay. A webinar link, you can register to a webinar and segment your subscribers with a single link. Okay, so they click on that link, they register the webinar, boom, they're going on a different list immediately. Move, change the next follow-up, or unsubscribe when a subscriber reaches the end of a legacy follow-up. Okay, so another way that you can use this, which I highly recommend you do, I don't use it in this specific way because my model is a little bit different, but you can have all your subscribers coming to one list and have, let's say, 30 follow-up sequences. Okay, to engage, to promote your offer, and all of that. And once they reach the end of that follow-up sequence, if they haven't clicked on a single link, for example, you can remove them. You can unsubscribe them if you want. You can put them in another list. All right. But if they clicked, they can go to your clickers. Okay, does that make sense? So you're not mailing any more unresponsive people. You are using the follow-ups to make sure they qualify so you can send them a broadcast. That's going to make your overall, your open rates and all your results from your emails a lot more powerful. So that's another way you can use it. And they all work the similar way. I'm going to show you the way I use it. This is a Facebook lead ads. When subscribe people who respond to your Facebook lead ads to one of your lists. Active web campaign who ClickBank purchases. You can add them. Okay, this is if you're a vendor on ClickBank. You can add them to another list. Shopping cart. You have a shopping cart. You can trigger some automation. Create an automation to trigger manually, and some other ones you can create manually. Okay, let's go to the smart link. All right. So we want a smart link, and oh, sorry, is my video on top of here? I couldn't see it. Okay, next selection. Okay, so now what I want to do is you can move to a new list if you want. All right. Or you can also, okay, so move to the list. It says move the subscriber to another list. The subscriber will end up unsubscribed on the original list and subscribe to the new list. Okay, so this is how I use it. So they will get removed from my main list and they're going to go to my openers list, clickers list. Okay, so I choose that and I go to the next step. All right, so here, create a link that redirects to your website and segments your subscribers. So here I can add a link that's going to redirect to my website. So for example, I could add a tracking link. Let me just open up one of my other automations and just grab a link. So for example, I'm going to send them here. And I don't create these every time from scratch. I just clone them and I just change the link. So it's as easy as that. Okay, so here I say I move from, for example, my main list. Got different lists here. So let's say move from main list and from this list and from the other list. You can choose many lists here. And I want to move them to the clickers non-buyers. Okay, so move from the main list to my clickers non-buyers, for example. Okay, and you can add, let's say from here more lists, as many as you want. You can add a tag if you want. So you can tag the subscribers if you want. And then you just click on Save Changes. So then what happens is then you just take this HTTPS, I use HTTPS, and when you create your broadcast, instead of putting your embedding your link on your autoresponder, you are going to use this link. Okay, so for example, let's just go to the drafts. So let's say I want to send this email. I click on edit. Now, this is there you see, I use these emails, these links. So that's the link I'm going to put. And when I'm going to send this broadcast, then I can also see the stats here. So for example, that's where I see my stats, okay? Because when I use AW Pro Tools, it doesn't filter, it doesn't show me the correct number of clicks there on Aweber. So you can check your stats here, and you can see that, for example, 800 people clicked on this particular link. Okay, so wait, and we need to give it a name. I forgot to give it a name. Okay, so we can say, for example, the way I use these names is email and the date, move to clickers, non-buyers. Okay, so that's what I say. So for example, we can say here email and the date, I don't know, whatever, the 3rd, the 14th of March 2018, for example. Move to clickers, non-buyers. So I know what it is, and I just rename that. Okay, I just rename it, and that's it. So now automatically, I don't need to do anything. And AW Pro Tools, whenever somebody clicks on this link, AW Pro Tools is going to unsubscribe this user from my main list, or whichever list I've added, and it's going to subscribe into my clickers list. So I will have the juice of my list there, and I can mail more often my clickers list. Actually, what you want to do in a typical scenario, okay, mine is a little bit difficult because I'm sending people to watch my videos, and I want the views on my videos. It's a little bit different the way I do it. But ideally, you want to set up a follow-up sequence of, let's say, 30 days, okay, where this follow-up sequence is gonna promote your main offer, and it's gonna engage with your subscribers in a nice way. Okay, don't just put a bunch of spammy links there, emails. And if at the end of the 30 days nobody opens up, nobody clicks, you can unsubscribe them if you want, or you can add them to another list where you're going to try again, I don't know, one more time to engage with them, maybe a different type of emails. If they don't respond again, just remove them. Personally, I remove subscribers that have not clicked on any of my link, have not opened any of my links within Aweber, any of my emails. For the past, we do it for about 50 days, almost 2 months, 1.5 to 2 months. We do it like that. Okay, if they haven't opened up any of my emails for like 1.5 to 2 months, we remove them, and we delete subscribers every day. Okay, so this is a great tool if you're using Aweber, which I highly recommend you do. I use Aweber and GetResponse. You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. It's good to have at least 2 autoresponders. Okay, autoresponders, especially in our niche, sometimes, you know, especially let's say Aweber, they might just shut your account, and you might not even know exactly why. Nobody will contact you. You just try to log in and just you know, account closed. So anyway, if you follow good practices and you're not spamming people and you're not over mailing, you're not going to have any issues. But you know, it's good always to have also a backup. And instead of and by importing just your clickers on your autoresponder, your other autoresponder, let's say on GetResponse or whatever other autoresponder, you can import them if you want a 3rd time on another list. So on one list, you can mail them, let's say, CPA offers. Another list, you can mail them if you want ClickBank offers. Another list, you can mail them, I don't know, MLM. but you don't want to overdo it, just mailing all the time. I used to mail more. Now I keep it to 1 email a day, max 2 from another list. So instead of increasing your cost of your other lists, okay, let's say your Aweber is your main list. I use Aweber, let's say, like a main list because it's got great deliverability. But instead of having a huge bill also on GetResponse and on other accounts, I just import there only my clickers. Okay, so I get a huge response rate. I get a good number of clicks there, but I just pay a fraction for my autoresponder. So there's many ways you can use it, and it's really, really useful if you're using Aweber. I highly, highly recommend it. You use it in the ways that I told you. So anyway, you can access it from the link right below this video. Yes, it is an affiliate link. I don't earn a commission. For affiliates, I think it's just they give you just a free month or something like that. I think so, yeah. So anyway, that's it for me. If you need any help, you got any questions, just let me know. Happy to help always. Okay, all the best to you. Bye-bye.